Hello, so in this problem we need to calculate the vapor pressure of a solution, and what we have out here is ethylene glycol, the solute, dissolved in water. Okay, now this is the case of a ethylene glycol is a non-volatile solute and it's non-ionic as well, and what they've given you is the vapor pressure of the solution, okay, which is 7.88, and they're giving you the vapor pressure of pure water at 10 degrees Celsius, and they're asking you what is the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in the solution. Okay, so what we need to do out here is we need to first of all write down Raoult's law, which is P solution. So the vapor pressure of the total solution is equal to the mole fraction of the solvent times the mole fraction, the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Okay, so this is actually given to us as 9.21, and this is given to us as 7.88 torr. Okay, so let's plug that in first and see what we get. So I'm going to plug in 7.88 for this vapor pressure of the solution. I'm going to plug in, I'm going to keep the mole fraction of the solvent because I'm solving for that, and I'm going to plug in the solvent, the pure solvent, which is 9.21. Let's put the units out here. All right, so if I solve for mole fraction of the solvent, that ends up being 7.88 divided by 9.21 torr. The reason for that is because I have to divide both sides by 9.21 torr to kind of, let's put a division sign not out there. Divided by 9.21 torr. All right, so those two go away, and then this simplifies to 0.85559, and then the digits carry on, but we don't need any more. So that is the mole fraction of the solvent, which in this case happens to be water. So let's just go ahead and write that as water. All right, so now the thing about mole fractions is it's a fraction, which means it has to add up to 1. Okay, so therefore if it's a two-component solution made up of, the solute, ethylene glycol, and water, and if we know the mole fraction of one of them, then the mole fraction of the other has got to be 1 minus the mole fraction of what we know. So therefore the mole fraction of ethylene glycol, let's call that EG, is equal to 1 minus the mole fraction of water, which is equal to 1 minus 0.85559, which is equal to 0.144. And there you have it. That's the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in the solution. I hope that made sense. Thank you for watching.